What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to show you what I messed up and hopefully stop all of you guys from doing the exact same thing. So you probably saw on the title that we're dealing with a couple engine oil pressure codes and a VANOS code. The codes, I wrote them down here for you guys, was a 002D60, which is a VANOS fault code. There's a 0033FE, which is an oil pump or oil pressure low code, and a 003406 oil pump pressure low code. These were also, they came up with the check engine light and engine power, reduced power. So what I realized I did, I haven't worked on one of these in a while and I forgot, is inside of the oil filter cap, this is where the oil filter goes on this vehicle. Inside the cap is a cage. This cage, the oil filter sits on. So you take your oil filter and you put it around the cage, and this not only stops drain back into the engine, so it keeps the upper end lubricated, but it stops these filters from getting crushed under intense pressure. And this vehicle, unfortunately, when I took the oil filter off, the cage was missing. Now I don't know if it was missing or if it was stuck to the filter, because they do come off with the filter when you pull the filter off a lot of times. And I don't know if I just didn't notice it and threw it out with the filter, or if it was missing beforehand. The filter was crushed when I took it out of the car originally. So I've got about 800 miles on this since I did the oil change. And I'm going to show you what it looks like underneath this cap. And I also want to show you, this is an updated aluminum cap. So you can get rid of the plastic cap, which typically will crack and break and leak over time. So let's go ahead and jump into removing this, and I'll show you inside here and what we're going to do. You could buy a cap to go on here and use a ratchet to take it off. This also works just fine. So I'm just going to loosen it like that. You might lose a little bit of oil. That's pretty common, not a big deal. Like I said, there's about 800 miles on this oil change on the car since I got it. And I did the oil change basically the day I got the car. So I'm not going to rechange the oil, but I will, when I'm done here, put the new filter in, put the new cap on. I will start it, get it up to temperature, and make sure the oil level is full. And if it's not, I will top it off. So this is what the difference is. Here's the plastic cap. There should be a cage inside here. There is not. This is what it should look like with the cage. And if I take the filter out, this filter again, because it's brand new, it's not crushed, but there's no cage in it. So this is also a cheap oil filter, which I don't have a problem using cheap oil filters on most vehicles. But I went ahead and got a BMW oil filter. So there's some oil down in here, just a little bit. We're going to take that, we're going to lube up the O-ring right here, because this O-ring at the top actually seats down inside here. Actually, let me show you guys. Alright, so right down in there, this O-ring is going to actually push and seat right down in that hole. And what that's going to do is it's going to stop the oil from automatically draining back quickly and allow oil to stay at the upper end of the motor. So you typically have right in here, you have a drain back. That's why this is not full. I will say, when I changed the oil, when I first got the vehicle, this thing was completely overfilled because the oil filter itself was crushed and there was no drain back at all. So now that it is completely drained back, this is why I'm getting the codes, because I no longer have adequate oil pressure at the top of the engine. So the VANOS, which is oil pressure driven, was reading that it was low on oil pressure, and this is exactly why. So we got the new oil filter inside the new cap with the cage, and I've got the oil O-ring. It's seated properly, it's been lubricated, the inner one's been lubricated, and now we're just going to go ahead and insert this into the can here and get it down, you know, tight. So now the oil filter obviously came with new O-rings, but the oil cap itself also came with the new O-rings, so I just use the ones that are on the cap. I got both these, the oil filter, original equipment oil filter, and an OE, basically upgraded replacement from Euro Parts. Got both actually on Amazon, and I'll leave those links down below in the description. And we'll go ahead and we'll start the vehicle. All right, so we're gonna let this run. Now, what I noticed yesterday, I had taken the family out. We were probably about a half hour from home, did a little highway driving and whatnot. And again, I've had about 500 to 700 miles roughly since I bought, so around there. And I've had no issues since I've changed the oil and since I bought the car. But yesterday I've got the check engine light right in the center of the dash, and then on the infotainment center, right on the center readout, it said engine reduced power. So I knew there was an issue. I came home instantly. Still, it was about a half-hour drive, and I did get on the highway, but I did keep the RPMs low. I didn't beat on it at all. And I didn't notice any noises or anything like that. But when I got home, I hooked up the scan tool, and those codes that I told you about, they were present. So I cleared them. I knew instantly that I had an issue with the VANOS system. I just didn't know if I had a failed VANOS solenoid or if I had an oil pressure problem related to the oil filter housing. And then I remembered when I did the oil change, and I remember the cage missing. And let me tell you guys, this isn't just a BMW X6 thing or an X5. Pretty much for the last 20 years, all of these BMWs have had these caps, these plastic caps with the plastic cages. And what happens is they get hot, they go through a lot of cycles, and then eventually you're going to pull the oil filter off. It's going to snap the cage off, and you're not even going to notice it. You're going to grab the filter, throw it away, and like I did, you can't put the filter on the cap, but the filter will go down around the inside of the housing. So you pop the filter down there, you lube up the O-ring, and you slap the cap back on, and everything's all set. If your car like this one has only 53,000 miles, so it's low miles, it's going to take a while for those oil pressure codes typically to kick in. If you have a higher mileage engine that may already be suffering just a little bit from oil pressure issues, or oil galleys that are plugged or whatever, you're going to probably notice those codes very shortly. And you do not want to drive, on that issue. So get it back in, grab your scan tool, check it, and if you have these codes, the first thing you do is to pull that cap off and look. And I would just recommend to everybody, this was pretty cheap with the filter and the cap. I think I have a total of like $40 wrapped up into this. Just buy the aluminum cap, buy yourself a new filter, and go outside and change them. You just never know. This could be on 3 Series, a 5 Series, 7 Series, any X Series. They all, with the plastic cap like that, have the cage, and they can all snap off and break. So anyways, this car is going to take probably about 10 minutes or so to get the oil pressure up to temperature. What I am going to do is I'm going to check the oil level though, because even though the oil level was full before I did this repair, that oil filter does absorb some oil. As you saw, the old one it came out was coked in oil. So I am assuming I'll probably lose anywhere between a quarter of a quart and a half a quart of oil as it fills up the fluid into the housing there, soaks into the filter, and then, gets absorbed. So I do want to check and make sure I'm not running low on oil. It's good to go. It's right in between the minimum and the maximum. So that's it, guys. Super easy. Again, I'll leave the part numbers. I'll leave the links to the Amazon listing right down in the description. Click those links, buy your upgraded cap, buy your OEM oil filter, just change them out. Even if you still got the cage, if you have the plastic cap, just change it out and get rid of that shit, because it eventually will crack, it'll leak, it's going to cause you a whole bunch of problems. So if this video saved you a lot of money and fixed your VANOS problem or any of your check engine light issues, you gotta leave me a like. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more do-it-yourself stuff. And of course, you guys, I appreciate you swinging by. Thank you very much. Just remember, DIY all the time on this channel. You can do it. All you have to do is believe in yourself. See ya.